February 23rd, almost midday. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright? Huh, what? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface? No matter how hard you paddle, you'll never seem to get there? Pretty much? Pretty much? Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with the piece of cloth. So this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the only one who started to feel any tiny... What? I'm the only one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hello, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull. It'll fire up its temper. That's why they told me when I was a young'un, at least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come take a look to see... Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home range locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. They're hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could have been worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with the scarves, or with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many times, but many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. Is that not the cloth inside the muffler? What? I guess they didn't say the colour of the cloth, but it could be. At the awards ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I reckon. What does he mean? In the photograph taken at the scene of the crime, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns, and sometimes you just gotta let the bull go where it will. Time will tell. So, is this telling us to just let Edgeworth do our job for us? I have a bad feeling about this. So what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? Cement. Quick-drying cement. If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee. Honestly, yeah, I could go for ribs. Cool. That conversation took half an hour. I'd like to presume? What's up? The judge keeps looking over to the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is hunched. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. He's fired. Well then, I believe it is time we continued with this trial. During our recess, during our recess, I had requested to the prosecution. This is unacceptable. I don't know what the judge said. It seems the prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. Who's there? What's with this guy? Get a load of this guy. A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. He's got his own theme music. The temperature has rose 5.7 degrees when the man came in. Are you calling him hot? Who on earth is he? Based on the skin tone, I'd say a certain president from America. Oh, it's you. Who is you? Hello? Oh, am I supposed to... Hello? Oh. Heh. Sorry I'm late, Udgy. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see. Udgy? How you been? Swim much these days? Ah, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy? Busy smizzy, Udgy. Oh, Udgy, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Udgy seems like his nickname from the judge. What is the judge's real name? I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha! So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? Yeah, I'm kind of just on edge with Phoenix with this. Never have we... Well, I did never have we entered a courtroom with someone so happy, but then there's also Larry. Then again, though, Larry has at least been afraid. Sorry about a little worthy or giving you all that trouble, eh? Or eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! A little worthy. Edgeworth, obviously. Mr. Wright! You don't know the district chief of police? Okay, no. Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Congratulations. Your name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. I have no idea if it's because I'm ill or not, but I don't know. It makes it reading him specifically very easy. I don't know why. To what do we owe the honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to the courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. That was inside the muffler. So Miss Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Skye really was wearing that muffler. But to think this was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. A little worthy's car, no less. If he wasn't so slow, I think I might enjoy him. SL mine too. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief? What kind of outfit are you running? Miss Edgeworth. How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says, person in charge of investigation. There is no mistaking that the signature there is Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I expected a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. He's been at a loss for words. This is the first time I've seen him do it with a straight face. This kind of a major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Almost out of character. Almost like he didn't do it. Okay. The court accepted this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes. Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at this blade, at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it for me, I wonder? Why us specifically? Why couldn't you ask Edgeworth, or even the chief of police? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and then he stabs himself. If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Okay. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point at people anymore. That's actually not true. You could easily point at people. Phoenix, that's the weakest excuse ever. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Oh, this is the game. Fine. Okay, do I have to do it? Okay. Well, it would be that, wouldn't it? But there's nothing else to investigate, yeah? Yeah, nothing else. Ooh, broken blade. Oh, don't scare me like that. What did you expect to happen? I'm the one who's scared. Look at the knife blade. The tip of it is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood. So we have DL6, and then we have SL9. So what is L? L seems to be the common factor in this. Found at the scene of the crime, wrapped in the defendant's muffler, a small tag attached. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutor and the police and this knife? Sure thing, not a problem, not even a little one. Really? Okay, already? This knife is special, but I can't say how here, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between the knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Sorry, scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case here, so I can't talk much about it. Okay. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said at 5:15? That's the exact time Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! 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 Anyway, we at the department were all aflusters, as you might as well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright? 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused to the case at hand. Am I going to lose health for just pressing... Excuse me. Special? Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. To be fair, at least the new knife that we've gotten actually has blood that makes it look like a stab wound. And like our mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. I guess the location of the crime. This knife was found at the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can, Righto. Evidence that links the knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. So, how were things down at the department? What is the evidence that has had you stumped? Oh, SL9. It's upside down. Wait a second. Ah, at last. An honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. It has something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha, an honest-to-goodness what do you mean from Udgy? This is great. Look at the tag on the knife. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL9 2. And what? This is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? It says SL9 upside down, and we thought it was 12-2. It is now 5/21. The 21st of the 5th, I guess. Unless the date is still, I don't know. What's this? 6 minus 7s? 12-2? Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's the right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? 2/21, never mind. The 2s are the same. 21st of the 2nd, okay. Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. It's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief, so who has more power? Like, who has more authority, the judge or the chief of police? Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. You win? What game is this guy playing? Is he goofish? The knife was evidence in the case, but it was stolen from the department evidence room. So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? Nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. I like how I said I could read this guy pretty easily, and then still start to make mistakes. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. I don't think there isn't a connection there. Okay. Something happened with the police department too, huh? Got a good look in your eye there, Righto, my boy. Sharp. Hungry. So something did happen. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Or why didn't you ask? That is... Ooh... It's fun to be that person who says it. It's not fun to be the person hearing it. No matter, I understand. You were busy with that with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? The detective was killed in the police department. The same day as the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? Well, that's minus 2 members of the police staff. That is very, very unlucky. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto? Aren't we in the middle of a different case? What? I suppose I could help. If you help me by giving me data on your case. Ooh, good one. This gets sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing, and one thing only. Victim died 15 past 5. How the victim was killed? Well, how was the detective killed? How he was killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife. A knife? Oh no, because I mean, he was found in the detective in the police department. We know when, and we know how, and it's just like a mirror version of the case, as obviously was depicted by the introduction of this chapter. That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit. We're cooking now. I mean, we're cooking, says the man who is 5.7 degrees hotter than the rest of the world. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death, the time of death, and the murder weapon. Which I guess would make sense considering he died, as the Force calls it, a stabbing. It seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. Scary coincidence, eh? 5:15, but that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. I don't know why I said professor. What? Funny, isn't it? He murdered at the prosecutor's a murder at the prosecutor's face and a murder at the prosecutor's place, and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? I know, it's almost like it was scripted into a game. Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there was a 0.001% chance of that happening. I think it's even less than that. Chief Gans, please tell us more about the incident. It's not officially linked to this case, so I can't talk much about it. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand? I mean, he's right. He can't, but I mean, he's already connected the points between this case and the other one. Try to understand, Righto. Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's place, the other at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife, which was from both locations. What was it doing there? I better check this knife out. That's true, actually. I didn't actually, Right, there's a small tag on this knife. It says SL92. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. DR6. Maybe it's a case number. That's weird. What? I don't remember where, but I've seen this, I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either. Maybe I should check the call record again. Which is the note, I guess. Rotate it around. Nope. Okay, fine. Am I not supposed to... Okay. Sure. What else am I supposed to do? Was there anything in here? Name and ID with the victims here, Sergeant Bruce Goodman. Yeah, I've been... Not entirely sure. Nothing on the back. Can you... do I... Right, this knife is evidence. Okay. Am I supposed to present that there is... It's not officially linked, so I can't talk much about it. I'm gonna present this and hope it doesn't hurt me. Music's still playing, which is a bad sign. No! Not at all. Okay, I can tell this is gonna be a pain. You say there's no connection. Understand, understand. Prosecutors office. Coincident and that knife. Blood on the shoe. Could be an important clue. Ooh, what if Goodman killed... Oh, no, he couldn't have. I was gonna say, because what if he killed the other person, but then he would be killing someone at the same time of being murdered. Can't check. I mean, he died of blood loss, so he could have made it there, right? Nope. Is this when I use it? Nope. This is gonna be a pain. Same time. Funny, isn't it? Yeah. Coincidence? Please tell us more about the incident. I can say there's no connection. How? Okay. Sharp, hungry, I don't know. What happened? Parking lot, another detective was killed. Surprising, isn't it? Yep. As public driver suspects. Yes, we can help. When the victim died? No, that's a sharp question, right, Bo? Right, very sharp. Oh my boy, you got all this. Okay, so what happens if we ask the other one? Yes, yes, anyway. What's... Tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak of where the corpse was found, but I can say the time took place in the evidence room of the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second, I've heard that, but, the evidence room. Didn't he mention that his testimony just now? The knife was evidence in this case. It was definitely stolen from the department's evidence room. There's a connection between the two cases. You seem you seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? Happy. We just handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With this link between the two cases established, we can finally have some leverage. Now we can go again to testify about the details. And now do I press the knife? I'm not sure to follow. Nope. Well, that's a pain. What a mess. Am I supposed to... Well, it wasn't a knife, do I... No, I'll take the death on that one. Shame. Isn't this the first puzzle? It is the first puzzle. Okay. How is this related to Lana Sky? It's not even the case they're talking about. That doesn't make... What? That's stupid. How is this case linked to Lana Sky? What? I need the judge to explain the punishment on that one. The chief of police tells you it's not connected. And what does he do? Well, I don't care if we can't solve your case. She's guilty of that case. Yeah, I'll skip back to where I was. Okay, finally back here then. So let's just question everything really quickly. Yep. Is this the right one? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. One thing and one thing only, right? Okay, first one. Yep. Okay. So, if we say unless there's evidence, which would be this one, right? Oh, we still haven't... We haven't, we haven't flipped it around yet, have we? Oh yeah, here's this one. Nope, wrong thing. It says present, I need to present it. There we go. And it's honest to goodness, yeah. Okay, cool. Hooray! Our evidence has changed. Alright, yeah, the knife was, yeah. So this knife was stolen, yes. And then do I do this again? Okay. Right, is this why we question it? Just arrested. Right, where the victim was found. I've heard that evidence room. As the two connections. So do I do the stolen from the or do I do it at the very start? Oh, wrong way. Nope, apparently not. This is going to be very painful if I fail again. You know what? I'll just save. And then I don't have to do the skipping all over again. Sniper stolen. Day of the murder. Okay. Do I just use the knife on the sentence about the knife? Nope. What a mess. The knife? Nope. How do I steal his own words against him? Unless I'm supposed to, like, check the knife. Weird. Check the court record again. Okay, am I supposed to present and then use... Nope. But it's this thing, like, it has to be one of these two, which is what I'm confused about. Which I've checked. Got the tick. Nope. That's irritating. But right, what else do I look at? Anything I could. You mean there's no need? What do you mean there's no need? Cool, Chief of Detectives. Cool, I don't know, what's the point of you being here? Right. Victims' buds, yep. And the Edgeworth and the well, that's nice of you. It's nice of you to contribute to this. People who want it, yeah. Cool. That is very dumb. Murder took place, yeah. He couldn't have recalled, okay. Anything? Anything at all? Nope. It was a bad day for investigation. It killed the police department. What a mess. Time of crime. Is this what is that what I'm supposed to? Because you can't, yeah. Nope. Not officially linked to this here case, so it can't be. It would have to be. Go check this. Yeah, can't check anything else. So Chief, the defense position is simply this. The connection between these two cases have already been proven. I was supposed to press. I was supposed to just press the Q button and just press. No, I'm not. You don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in this testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you did right here. Who are you even hiring? Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet at all. Can we get the information unofficially? Is that a yes? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What, really? Are we allowed to act on it since it's unofficial? Because it's not official. Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, I guess I might just as well try and get what I can out of him. The ID, because we have the ID card, right? Okay, how about you tell the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 584219. Well, that's quite long. We have to remember these. It drives me nuts. How many of these do you have memorized? That is crazy. 82. I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Miss Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim, it tells me something, yes. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. It does. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. But what does it mean? It means there's a clone. Let's hear what the evidence has to say. You said the ID number of the detective who was murdered in the police department tells you something? What does it tell you? Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. How do you know what a schoolgirl on prom night looks like, Judge? Proms were not invented while you went to school. No, I got confused. And this is news. Huh? Come out with both guns blazing like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office, 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have the police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personnel ID are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Well, to be fair, he's an old man. He didn't remember Phoenix. Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier? It started with an 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right again. The number the chief of police gave us was 58421989. Wait a second, Wright. What does this? It means... could it mean that someone stole his ID to get into the evidence room? Do you even need an evidence ID to get in the evidence room? But then how did his ID end up at the prosecutor's? Well, actually, we don't know, because his ID was left in front of the door. So could it be that his ID was stolen? Well, no, because if he died in the evidence room, it wouldn't have managed to make its way back. Means? That's what I want to know. The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police's defense department. Sorry, the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh ho ho! Sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. Get your own victim, Chief of Police. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed in the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time. What if one of them was a clone, and then one of them got killed, and then the other one just happened to take... it just takes the same damage as the main body. And since we actually have evidence of someone attacking the detective, the clone just gained the wounds and fell over. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time in a completely different location. That does seem to be where the case is going. Order! Okay, never mind. No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Now just wait a second, Worthy. You don't need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error? Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. He did show up, I suppose, yeah. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright. Where have we heard that name before? In Edgeworth's office? Oh, wait. Oh, wait, aha. This guy with the bad hand. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, but at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him. According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name was written right on top of the report. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if the officer was capable of making the connection. That is true. I would assume he already knew the victim of the first, in quotation marks, crime. He did seem challenged. Emma, that's mean. In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted this report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I... No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy? What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law? Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Well, it's, Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. So... the first one is that it has to be accepted. Correct? And how is this rule relevant? Normally you submit a list of evidence to be used in the court before the trial. This report was not on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this as evidence until a connection was proven in court. So, the rules are screwing over everyone. Okay. The connection was proven, just proven by Wright over there, or over here. Good job, Wright, my boy. Ha. And then there's just Phoenix Wright with pencils up his nose. It's definitely what it feels. A pencil stuck up one nose and glue up the other. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through we're through a tough time, Worthy, with this whole rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if this is the last thing I do. And then Edgeworth was then murdered. It was the last thing he did. You'd better get results this time. Really? You have my profound apologies, sir. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. Calmer. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further date for the prosecution as has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment is for this, for your sake, I hope it is not decisive. Oh, I hope it is decisive? I didn't read it properly. Very well, court is adjourned. That's all? I mean, I struggled with it, so fair enough. With that